Recording with external microphone. System sound volume set to 100%.
Hello everyone. Um, Today we are meeting for core course. So far I've been meeting elective English students. Um, we have had 8 meetings together, but overall this is my ninth voice note, but first voice note to core course students. So welcome you all. Obviously from different sections, from all the sections, I suppose. So some of the study material has already been posted by some other teachers. Now I'll be taking up Flamingo, most probably with 11th F and 11G. Sorry, I'm very sorry, 12th F and 12G. But for the time being, you see, this is meant for the entire, class 12th, no matter which section you are. So today I'll take up Stephen Spender's poem in our course, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. This is the second poem in your course. The first one has already been posted by, I think, at least 2 teachers. So first I would give you the difficult words from the poem. Then I'll introduce the poem to you and tell you the theme, and then we'll do the text. Well, in this voice note, however, I think I should be able to complete only the theme, vocabulary, and introduction. So, most probably the explanations would be in the next voice note. Okay, so the first word here is first phrase, gusty waves. You know, gust is a puff of wind. So gusty is windy. So gusty waves here means sudden strong waves, and it symbolizes, I repeat, sudden strong waves, and its symbolic meaning, energy and vitality. Energy, vitality, happiness, which is an important feature of children. Rootless means uprooted, that which doesn't have roots. That which doesn't have roots or without roots, or uprooted. That's the meaning of rootless. Weeds is noun plural. It means useless plants growing where they are not wanted. Useless plants growing where they are not wanted. घास पात जिसे कहते हैं. Torn round. TORN, torn round. In this context means scattered around in disorder. Scattered around in disorder. Pallor, PALLOR. This means pale faces. The next expression is paper seeming boy, which means a boy looking as lean and thin as a paper. A boy looking as lean and thin as a paper. Next expression, rat's eyes. Rat's eyes means small, it suggests small terrified eyes like that of a rat. Small terrified eyes like that of a rat. Stunted. STUNTED. Stunted, checked, undeveloped. Heir, HEIR. We pronounce it as heir. This means successor. 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 यानी उत्तराधिकारी या जानशीन या बाद में आने वाला. The opposite of ancestor. Then twisted. TWISTED. This means bent or distorted. मुड़ी हुई. Reciting. That is reading or enumerating. 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 Then we have gnarled disease. You see, GNARLED, gnarled. A gnarl is a knot, KNOT. So a gnarled disease is a disease that gives twisted and swollen joints and rough skin, especially due to old age or hard work. Dim, as you know, means not clear. Unnoted, unnoticed. Squirrel, as you know, is a quadruped. Gilehri, often children are attracted by this. Sour, 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 sour means rotten, सड़ा हुआ, unpleasant. Donations, things given as gifts. Then Shakespeare's head here implies picture or statue of Shakespeare's head picture or statue of Shakespeare's head, shoulders and chest. Civilized doom, DOME, doom, civilized doom. You see, it means tall buildings, and it may symbolize the main church of the district or institutions of the civilized world. Institutions of the civilized world. The next expression is belled, BELLED. Belled means bell-shaped flowers. Bell-shaped flowers. Tyrolese Valley. Well, Tyrol is a place. It's an alpine province in Austria. AUSTRIA, Austria. So Tyrolese Valley is a valley in Tyrol, known for its beauty. Then we have open-handed map. Open-handed map. This means big map, huge map.
Screen off.
Then you see the next expression, fog. As you know, means thick mist, but it symbolizes uncertain future or uncertainty. Uncertain future or uncertainty. Next one, sealed in, which means closed in or limited. सीमित हो जाना. Lead sky. Well, lead is a substance, the heaviest substance, and the sky is called here lead sky, so it implies dull gray sky, heavy sky which becomes a burden. Dull gray sky. Then the next word is capes, CAPES. One of the meaning of the word cape is a place of highland, sticking out into the sea. Sticking out into the sea. Well, this is called premonitory. PREMONTRY. यानी समंदर में जो ज़मीनी इलाके होते हैं, मतलब समंदर में ही वो ऊंची सतह होती है, ज़मीन पे की सतह बनी होती है जिस पे वो एक टापू सा या आइलैंड सा बन जाता है. सो दैट इज केप्स. Stars of words. This means tall promises or people who make tall promises like politicians. Tall promises made by people like politicians. Wicked. This means not good or noble. Not good or noble. That is, I repeat, not good or not noble. Then you see the next word is tempting. TEMPTING, which means enticing. ENTICING, lalchana. Next is slyly. SLYLY, which means secretly. Next, cramped. CRAMPED, very narrow or crowded. Or you may say uncomfortably small. Uncomfortably small. Then the next expression is holes. HOLES, holes. You know this. Holes matlab surakh. But here the homes of the slum children are called holes because they are so small. Next, slag. SLAG. This means waste material. WASTE, waste material that remains after metal has been after metal has been removed from rock, ROCK, after heating it. Heap, as you know, means pile, dher. Then the next expression is peeped through, PEEPED, peeped through. Here it means emerging. उभरी हुई. Next expression is spectacles, SPECTACLES, TACLES. Spectacles, as you know, means eyeglasses. Bits are small pieces. Blot, BLOT, blot. Blot is a spot or a stain. A spot or a stain, STAIN. कलंक, जिसे बोलते हैं धब्बा. Then the next word is doom. This doom is different, DOOM. The other doom which we came across earlier was DOME. This one is DOOM, doom. तो DOME doom जो होता है उसको बेसिकली इसके माने होते हैं राउंडेड रूफ, गुम्बद जिसे बोलते हैं. तो उसका मीनिंग तो मैं पहले एक्सप्लेन कर चुका हूँ, सिंबॉलिक मीनिंग भी. लेकिन ये DOOM डूम जो होता है ये कहते हैं एक्चुअली डे ऑफ जजमेंट को, क़यामत को. लेकिन यहाँ पे इससे मतलब है रूइन, हेल और डेथ. Then there is a word windows. Now windows, you know, यहाँ पे विंडोज से मतलब विंडोज सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं है. विंडो से मतलब वही विंडो, खिड़की जिसे हम बोलते हैं. लेकिन window here means way to progress or opportunity. I mean, its symbolic meaning is way to progress or opportunity. So then next expression is catacomb, CATACOMB, catacomb. इसका मीनिंग उन्होंने पोएम के बाद भी दे दिया है, लेकिन इसका मतलब सिंपली होता है अंडरग्राउंड ग्रेव्स. अंडरग्राउंड ग्रेव्स. जैसे पहले ऐसा होता था कि गैलरी में एक्सकेवेशंस हो जाएं, खोदनी को खोद के उसमें कब्रें बना दी जाएं, तो उसको काटाकोम कहते थे. कोई टनल हो जिसमें कि ग्रेव बना दी जाए. सो अंडरग्राउंड ग्रेवयार्ड. So, or underground graves. Next word is azure, AZURE, which means sky blue. Then gold sands, SANDS. You know, you find gold sands on the beach. समंदर के किनारे सुनहरी रंग का रेत होता है. Tongue run naked. पूरा फ्रेज है let their tongue run naked. तो इसका मतलब है let them express themselves. Let them express themselves and study freely. यानी express themselves freely and study freely without worry or care. Now, let's see if there is any other word for our consideration. It seems as if we have covered almost all the words, but still, let me run through quickly. Uh, Yes, that's all as far as vocabulary is concerned. Now I'll read out the introduction to spender, so that you know something about spender also. It's given in the book. If you've got the book, you can also, read it alongside me. You see, sorry, very sorry. Now, Stephen Spender, his dates are given here: 1909 to 1995, was an English poet and essayist. He left the University College, Oxford, without taking a degree and went to Berlin in 1930. Spender took a keen interest in politics and declared himself to be a socialist and pacifist. Pacifist is a person who is against war under any circumstances. This poet was influenced by communism in his early poetry. So, books by Spender include Poems of Dedication, The Edge of Being, The Creative Element, and here you are, The Struggle of the Modern, and an autobiography called World Within World. Then in our poem, that is in an elementary school classroom in a slum, he has concentrated on themes of social injustice and class inequalities. Well, dear students, you see, let me introduce the poem to you. You see, the theme of this poem is that social justice and education should go hand in hand. देखिए, इस बात को समझ लीजिए. जहाँ तक स्लम चिल्ड्रन की बात है, यानी गरीबों की बात या उन लोगों की बात जो गरीबी रेखा से नीचे हैं, तो अक्सर ये सवाल उठता रहा है दो ग्रुप्स बने हुए लोगों के. एक का ये कहना है कि भाई इनको सोशल जस्टिस मिलना चाहिए, समाज में बराबरी का दर्जा और इकोनॉमिक प्रॉस्पेरिटी इनकी होनी चाहिए, इनको आर्थिक सहायता भी मिलनी चाहिए. तो इस पे ज़्यादा जोर देते हैं वो. दूसरा ग्रुप ये कहता है कि नहीं, हम इन्हें आर्थिक सहायता दें तो बात तो ये है कि इन्हें सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट होना चाहिए ना. और जिस तरह से सोसाइटी में दूसरे लोग तरक्की कर रहे हैं एजुकेशन पाके, तो वो मौका इनको भी मिलना चाहिए, इनको भी एजुकेशन मिलनी चाहिए. ठीक बात है. लेकिन अब सवाल ये उठता है कि जिन हालात में ये रह रहे हैं, स्लम्स में, झुग्गी झोपड़ियों में, वहाँ पे अगर इनके लिए स्कूल भी बनाए जाते हैं, तो क्या ये बच्चे पढ़ाई पे ध्यान दे पाएंगे? क्योंकि इनको ज़्यादातर स्कूल जाने के बाद अपने अपने कामों पे जाना होता है. कोई होटल पे काम करता है, कोई खेतों में काम करता है, कोई साइकिल की दुकान पे, कोई और दूसरे प्रोफेशंस में जो चाइल्ड लेबर की प्रॉब्लम है. जो आपने सेकंड लेसन में देखी होगी, स्टोरीज ऑफ स्टोलन चाइल्डहुड में। तो बहरहाल अब सवाल ये है कि जब इनके पास खाने को नहीं है, भूखे पेट, ये किस तरह पढ़ाई पे तवज्जो देंगे? तो स्टीफन स्पेंडर का ये कहना है कि भाई हमें इन बच्चों की प्रॉब्लम हम जब ही सॉल्व कर सकते हैं जबकि हम सोशल जस्टिस भी दें और एजुकेशन भी दें, तब तो दोनों चीज़ें मीनिंगफुल होंगी। अदरवाइज सिर्फ सोशल जस्टिस या सिर्फ एजुकेशन, दैट्स नॉट गोइंग टू सर्व द पर्पस। सो सोशल जस्टिस and education should go hand in hand if at all we want to do something for the slum children. Now, actually, in this poem, the poet picturizes the condition of the slum children, and he also presents a pen picture of a slum school classroom. How it looks, what sort of children are there, what are their problems. There are donations, various beautiful paintings on the wall. Is it good for them? Is it relevant for them? How can we solve their problem? What can we do to make their life pleasant? Such aspects have been talked about in the poem. And the poet has used contrasting imagery. That is, images which usually contrast with the life of the slum children. So you can clearly see the contrast. And apart from this, we have to interpret the poems because there are no plain statements. It's a modern poem, mind you. So while studying, we will closely study some of the words, phrases, images, and we'll clearly see a thought process. Stanza 1 talking about something, 2 and 3 talking about something, 4 talking about something. So this is a kind of a poem where you should not look for rhyme, or in fact it doesn't follow any strict rhyme scheme, which of course is not necessary. So this is a brief introduction to the poem, and I've given you the meanings also. Now let me check the time. You see, this clip has already been of about 25 minutes. I suppose that's a bit too much because the audio clips required to be short in order to be easily downloaded or uploaded. So for the time being, I'll stop here, and I'll meet you in the next voice note, and we will discuss the poem, hopefully. So till then, it's goodbye from me.
Device unlocked. Pause. Button.